Weird situation here in the 11th minute. Take a look at your screen. The new goalie passes it to one of his defenders, but the defender doesn't know it's still a live ball. That's a handball in the box. The goalie can't believe it. He's furious at his teammate, and that's a penalty kick for 901 FC. The main story of the game was the aftermath as Memphis guard Jamira Schultz punched the Bowling Green player in the handshake line. Schultz was charged Friday morning with assault by the Bowling Green University Police. UT was down 11-9 going into the bottom of the ninth, but Blake Burke came up clutch with a 2-run single up the middle to tie the game up. Then a couple of batters later, right here, Dylan Draylen completed the comeback with a walk-off winner in the gap. Tennessee wins 12-11 in an absolute thriller. The Tigers continue to make a good case for their spot in the NCAA tournament, but they would have to keep the consistency and make a deep run in the conference tournament to keep the committee convinced. The Tigers won both games to advance to the Sweet 16, where Jamira Schultz scored 24 against Jackson State and 23 against Ball State to help the Tigers advance. The Tigers men's basketball team traveled to Ohio to face off in the first round of the NCAA tournament against 9th-ranked FAU. The Tigers unfortunately lost 66-65 in a close game that saw the Tigers lose to a last-second layup. Michael McGreevy on the mound for Memphis. He looked to get out of his slump, but to no fortune, as in the bottom of the first, Billy Cook takes him deep. Opposite field 2-run homer puts Norfolk up early. But the Redbirds fight back in the third. Jordan Walker scorches one up the middle, too hot for the shortstop to handle. Archimedes Gamboa comes home to tie the game. RBI single for Walker. He was on base 3 times in this one. Athletic director Laird Veach put out a statement saying that Merriweather's decision had nothing to do with the actions of the past game. The Tigers are currently on the hunt for a new head coach as Merriweather accepted the job at her alma mater, Cincinnati. Austin Riley, after not hitting a home run in 5 weeks, has found his stride. The former DeSoto Central star has hit a home run in back-to-back games. Riley smoking a 3-run homer for the Braves today. Atlanta stings the Rays 9-2. This week was highlighted by Madison Griggs as she hit a game-winning buzzer beater 3 to defeat SMU. The women will look to carry the momentum into the conference tournament as they finish this season versus Tulane at the Fieldhouse. Arlington native and former Memphis Tiger Hunter Goodman made us some noise. Goodman with an absolute bomb 440 feet away to dead center off Pirates ace Jarrett Jones. Third of the year for Goodman. His Rockies lead in Pittsburgh at the moment. Shout out to the 901, especially the Memphis Tigers, my alma mater. The Memphis Tigers men's soccer team had their best season since 2004, which they made the NCAA tournament for the first time in 18 years. They were unfortunately knocked out in the first round of the tournament by St. Louis, but the season was still a success as they shattered expectations. I had a chance to speak with Tigers senior midfielder Bryce Meredith on what the keys were to a successful season last year.
And I think this past year in the fall, we really got the mix perfect. We got it right. The coaches did a lot of good recruiting, got a lot of good players who were willing to put the team first. So I think it was a really good team-first environment. Everyone on the team loved each other, you know. Everyone had each other's backs. So I think it made for a really good year.
A major reason for the success of the Tigers was their goalkeeper, Colin Welsh. Welsh played his sophomore season last year and took a major lead by winning Goalkeeper of the Week 4 times and making the AAC All-Conference second team.
I mean, Colin, that guy amazes me every day. He's got the best hands I've ever seen out of a goalkeeper. So it's no surprise why he's getting AAC Player of the Week every other week, you know. And he's a big reason why we were so successful in the fall, keeping shutouts. He's a big part of that. So, yeah, Colin's been huge for us this year.
With Welsh and team-leading goal scorer Lenica Rodriguez dos Santos returning, as well as many key players returning, Meredith says that the Tigers had their expectations high towards winning the conference this year. They will seek to win only their 3rd conference championship in program history and their 1st since 2004.
We got big ambition for next year. You know, obviously this year we came up short in the AAC tournament, lost in the semifinals, lost first round of the NCAA tournament. So this year our goal is to win the AAC championship, bring home a ring, and go as far as we can in that tournament. Hopefully get to the Final Four, you know. Final Four's in Cary, that's close to my hometown. So hopefully I'll be making a trip back home come next fall, yeah.
Meredith and the Tigers will look to improve from last season by trying to win the conference tournament this season. Reporting live for Tiger News, I'm Melek Robinson.